Janine Bailey.
Lindsay Harris.
Jessica Bailey.
Say your name, Gerald.
Gerald Haney. Braxton Howard. What's put D on there?
We can go.
Hello. I'm here to persuade everyone to eat and buy local produce. And I'm here to persuade you to do so. Ever since we were kids, we've been encouraged to eat healthy fruits and vegetables. Some of us were even forced against our will to eat the nasty broccoli and carrots that our grandparents and parents wanted us to eat. So I want you to do me a favor. Close your eyes and imagine for a second. Imagine biting into an apple and it being the mushiest, nastiest, grossest apple that you've ever eaten. You take the apple out of your mouth and you look at the sticker and it says it's from Chile or Nicaragua. Now imagine sitting in a swing and biting into the crispest, freshest, and juiciest apple that you've ever eaten. And you look and there is no sticker because it's from less than 10 miles from your home. Farmers and doctors everywhere stress the need for fresh fruits and vegetables in everyone's diet. We all have to have fruits and veggies to live, and we also need to be aware of the economic issues in our local communities. Eating local produce can be a wonderful thing for the local community and the local economy, especially your health. I'm going to persuade you to buy and eat local to improve your health, build your community, and to improve and enhance your local economy. First, let's talk about your personal health and the benefits to it by eating and buying local. To put it simply, local produce is better for you. Doctors and nutritionists suggest 3 to 5 servings of vegetables and fruits daily. According to the University of Vermont's Vern Grubinger, the simple fact of the amount of time that it takes to get the food from the dirt to your table allows for nutrients to be lost. So logically, one would think that local food, it taking less time to get from the dirt to your table, is going to be much more nutritious than something shipped in from out of the country or even across state lines. Honey is a prime example of the benefits that come from eating local foods. We cannot keep it on the shelves at my family's local produce market in Anderson, Whitehall Produce. It can help those with allergies. Local honey contains pollen specific to your specific area and can help those living in the specific area by exposing those who eat it to the pollen that causes their allergy problems. Also, according to Livestrong.com, there are certain enzymes in honey that promote good digestion and can treat acid reflux, ulcers, and diarrhea. And I have here with me today some honey that we carry at our store, and it is Be Well, and the folks at Be Well have shared with us some information, and I've really been educated on the benefits of honey. And honey comes in a lot of different colors. This is a light honey right here, and the people at Be Well have some honey that's darker than this. It almost looks like molasses. And they shared with me that the color of the honey is relative to what flowers being pollinated by the bee. And they shared with me that a darker honey is from wildflowers and a lot of fruit trees that the bees pollinate. So I've really been educated, so you can really imagine that there's a variety of the pollens out there, and there's also, it's really exposing you to, in a good way, to a lot of the allergens that's out there, and it can really help those with sinus and allergies. Eating local produce also allows for the no use or less chance of using chemicals, hormones, and other harmful substances. According to Rebecca Den from AARP, the magazine, apples are the top offender of dirty produce consumed by Americans every day. She also went on to inform me that 98% of all apples consumed by humans contain residues of pesticides. So do yourself a favor and buy local. When you buy local, like I said, there is the less chance of those pesticides being used and the residues remaining on the apples. So, like you said, look out for your health and buy local. I'd like to transition now to talk about the help that local produce and buying and eating local has on the health of the community. Not only does it do your human body good, but it does the community good. Local gardens are a great community enhancer. This is supported historically Historically, it's benefited communities. The prime example comes from a time in history where the economic climate in Detroit was not in great shape. Mayor Hazen Pingree had to do something and infiltrated local community gardens and potato patches in the early to mid 1890s. These community gardens really lifted the city of Detroit out of the funk they were in due to the panic of 1893. Many people did not even know where their next meal was coming, and according to Dan Austin of HistoricDetroit.org, Mayor Pingree set aside vacant lots and land in Detroit to be used for garden and potato patches, which really diminished the doubt, brokenness, and hunger that swept the citizens of Detroit at the time before these gardens and potato patches were infiltrated. Vern Grubinger from the University of Vermont also commented on how eating local and buying local allows for one to get to know who's growing your food. Knowing farmers can allow for yourself to get educated on the growing season. As you can see, I've been educated on the honey already. You can also learn about the processes of growing that local farmers use, and may even challenge yourself to start your own garden. My grandmother and father have built several healthy business relationships and several even better friendships with local growers and farmers that we interact with at our local market. Finally, I would like to talk about the benefits on the local economy that come from supporting local agriculture and eating local produce. It supports the local economy. According to Vern Grubinger, again, of University of Vermont, local food keeps taxes down. His research shows that according to several studies by the American Farmland Trust, farms contribute more in taxes than they require in services. They also preserve open space, which can regulate property values and contribute to the parts of the economy here locally, like tourism and recreation. Local farmers also sell directly to people. The only middlemen are people like my family who own the local markets, like Whitehall Produce, which we own. And so you're not dealing with these big corporate, big wigs. Many people like us at Whitehall Produce and other farms like Happy Cow grow some of their own food, which supports the local economy as well. So you know you're getting to know the people that's growing, and the time is cut out in the middleman, so it saves you some costs, and it goes directly to the farmers that's doing the growing and selling of their vegetables and fruits. According to Time magazine, the New Economics Foundation, an independent economic think tank based in London, did a study and compared to the money in local communities when people buy from big supermarkets versus when they buy from local fruit stands. And it showed that twice the money stayed in the community when folks bought locally. So, as one can see, there are many benefits to eating and buying local produce and supporting local agriculture. So, you can do your health a favor, supporting the local economy, and the Little Guys of America is also a plus. You can grow your community and grow other communities one at a time, and there, again, the obvious health benefits are all good reasons to support and eat local produce. Hopefully you will stop by your local fresh produce market on your way home today. Thank you for your time.